I am Charles. Good to see you, brother Mabior. أهلا وسهلا يا تريزا. Assalamu alaikum everybody. Haynama kuntum, concerned citizen of South Sudan, going live on this Friday, the lucky Friday, Friday 13th of April 2018, with very, very compelling topics here we have today. We are going to interact together. Kallam Logal Interhais, Kallam Arabic, Kallam Ingilizi. These are Logatain required in our program. First one, the United States as well. You know, this is very urgent topic. You know, it came in yesterday and we have to go with that topic as well. United States have asked President Kiir to step down immediately. That's one of the topic that we are discussing today. And also, the rebellion of Malong, ta'asiru shunu, what is the impact of rebellion Malong at this critical time? We also will go through that as well. And في ثلاثة مواضيع أيضا من link to the topic تأثير إعلان حركة مالون من حيث توقيت في زمن الحاسة. You know why now? So تأثير شنو بالنسبة لسير المفاوضات؟ دي النقطة نحن نتحاورها مع بعض كمان أيضا. And also اتهامات بسلب 5 ملايين من أجل اغتيال رياض مشار. دي النقطة نحن نتكلم فيه also. الموضوع الثاني إمكانية قبول مالون في التحالف. Okay, alliances. إمكانية قبوله. هل مثلا there are requirement really Malong is qualified to be accepted في alliances. ده موضوع نحن هنمشي نتطرق عليه وهنتكلم فيه. وأيضا في موضوع جاني ما كان من ضمن التوبيك اليوم لكن جاني قبل شوية إنه Kenyan authorities actually هما they call Malong to question him why he declared rebellion in the Kenyan soil. So now he's in kind of some issues there with Kenyan authority as well. So the نقطة نحن هنجيبه. طبعا نحن تكلمنا كثير في الموضوع ده لأن الكينيين طبعا هم الناس بتاع قروش they don't care. Maybe now the government is paying them and they're gonna do their job. You know what I mean here, you know. Indum their own thing. They believe in cash. That's what they do. And مواضيع كتيرة جدا جدا نحن react together. أنا كتير topic ده مبارح. A lot of people didn't believe me in what I have said. In the United States government actually have asked, the government of South Sudan, particular President Kiir, to step aside in order for peace to prevail in South Sudan. Okay? مواضيع كتيرة نحن دائما نتكلم هنا وكلامنا نحن بنقوله الناس بيشوفوا زي كانوا شكل هزار والناس بيشوفوا نحن زي كانوا بننبح لكن now we are not barking because we love this great nation, we love this country, and as a concerned citizen, we have an obligation to speak out. دور بتاعت المواطن الغيور لبلده لازم يلعب دور, and that's why we are here, to remind our leader, to remind our people that the fight that we fought against the oppressor for 21 years, it was about justice, liberty, prosperity. But in order for those things that I mentioned to come to South Sudan need to have peace, South Sudan need to be stable, and then have dropped a permanent constitution and do the census, and then after that we can have a parliamentary election and then presidential election. In order for these to take place, we must have constitution, we must have peace in our country. Okay? عشان كده peace is keep going up and down, but now the international community, okay, including the United States, the big brother, the brother that have made it clear, in 2011 when we gained independence, when Susan Rice landed in Juba and gave that famous speech in Juba at the Juba International Airport, when she made it clear that friend indeed is friend in need. And if someone out there think that South Sudan does not have a friend, we are here. We are here for the bad time. We are here for the good time. We will be the backbone of this nation. We will be there for you so you can prosper, so you can have justice, you can have liberty, and become like other nations that, gain independence, before you. Okay? We keep reminding ourselves that's so important. Now, the big brothers, the big, friend, the friend indeed have acted. And this is the time for them to move forward. And that's why they are reminding South Sudanese, they have given opportunity to President Kiir and the government for so long to do the right thing to their own citizen. But you know what? Our brothers, they don't want to. They keep playing game. They have been playing game for so long. And this time, as you said, because the United States always use a step. Every time use a step. And they have done this all. They have talked to the government. They also get tired of talking to the government, and the government is still violating the right of the citizen, is still, jailing their people, killing their people, and making everybody, leave the country. That's why the United States, a couple of months ago, came out clearly and strongly on the باسم الناطق الرسمي بتاع مجا الناطق الرسمي Ambassador Nikki Haley. She made it clear when she visited Juba. She said, I'm not here to talk. I'm here for an action. The time for talk is over. All right? And then later, they came out and they say, hey, you know what? President Kiir is unfit partner. Because they knew that. They tried all kind of methods, but none of them have worked out. That's why they said, this guy, he is unfit. He's unfit partner. He's unfit for peace. He's unfit to lead the nation because people have been killed, have been dying in his own watch. Okay, he have forgotten what he has been fighting for. In Anyanya one in 17 years, and then in 21 years since 1983 until 2005. So now, what we need to do, we need to act aggressively and strongly in order to save the people of South Sudan. That's why they said he's unfit. Okay. And I reminded our people all the time, the United States of America, what do? They give you, an opportunity. And they do everything through the process. They did through the process, and the process are not going anywhere. And now this is the time for an act. This is the time for them to act. And that's why they made it clear. President Kiir, you know what? You have an opportunity to do what it takes to build a nation, to do what it takes to secure the citizen, to do what it takes, to bring the prosperity and justice for all South Sudanese. But you failed to do so. Because you failed to do so, this is the time. This is the time for you to step aside and allow a patriotic South Sudanese citizen who is really concerned for those vulnerable loved ones in South Sudan. Now is the time for you to step aside. Okay, and some people, they still out there, they still doubting, they don't think so, this is what it is, and they think maybe the United States will come, and speak clearly, like, President Trump, the one that will come. But America is the country of institution, okay? there is institution that in charge of foreign affairs. They are the one that is State Department. They are the one that deal with those issues. So do not expect that President Trump will come to the podium and say, "Hey, Mr. Kiir, you need to step aside now." No, this is how they do things. This is how they do. They do them through institution. So you don't believe what we have said, that's up to you. The days will prove that, what we have said is truth. Okay? So, my dear brothers, these are the topic, and let's go for our issue today and discuss together. All right? So, let me see here. It looked like a lot of people, have requested, and I'll be more than happy to bring you, and we can interact together and see what's going on here today. All right? But before I do that, let me go ahead and give you some boost here with some music while I'm waiting for you to request. And actually, I'm live today from the Seattle, okay, the Washington State. Okay, I see that, my brother. A lot of people have requested already. It is a time to bring you in, friends. All right. Ahlan wa sahlan big, Francis.
Yeah, good morning, Jongkor.
Good morning. How are you, brother?
Yeah, I'm fine. And you?
Yeah, good to see you. Good.
Hope everything is cool in Washington, D.C.
No, I am not in Washington, D.C. Actually, I'm in Washington State, far west.
Oh.
I am in Seattle.
Okay.
State, yes.
Yeah. So basically, you have a lot of topic today.
Of course,
and,
yes.
And the way I look at it is really. So the first thing is actually the issue of the new movement that has been formed by the former Chief of Staff, General Malong Awan.
Yes.
Yeah, and it is implication actually. So as you all know that the issue of Malong is being known in the movement, and he was really engaged a lot in some areas, and from his background as a military person, and then you have already been aware about the effort that he has done during the 2013 crisis and also in 2016. So the government troop in 2013 actually were almost being defeated, and then the morale was down for the SPLA, and therefore the president opted to go and get Malong from Northern Barghazal, which is your state.
Correct.
Yeah, and to come and solve the issue within the army, and the guy stood firm with the presidents in that time, and this is where actually his star is become bright and it become well known. I know they were very angry about Malong actually. So the guy has a very strong background.
Yeah.
So right now he rebelled.
Yes.
And he's actually messed up with all the
and from there, brother Francis, from there, I want to ask your point of view. Why do you think Malong rebelled? What Malong needs? Why he rebelled? He was a protector. He was a protector of Kir regime. Okay? He was the one that sanctioned actually even the citizen, the rest of Northern Barghazal. If you want to know Northern Barghazal, you have to get an okay from Malong. Okay? If you want to be appointed in the government, whether local or national, you have to get an okay with Malong. Malong was the governor. Malong was the head of the SPLM party in the state. So everything has to go through Malong. So now, he was friend of President Kiir. He was a protector. He was protecting the regime. Why he rebelled? That's the question that I want to ask, any concerned citizen. Why Malong rebelled? What does he need? Okay.
Yeah, the issue actually is as you know, the issue started actually from Malong one, who was moved from Northern Barghazal to the general headquarters as the chief general of staff. he was still maintaining his position as the SPLM leader in northern Barghazal. And
Correct.
then later on, also when the state was divided, the new formation of the new state, then the conflict came here. Who should be the SPLM president? And he get into conflict with Rizik Zakaria in how do you call this state which was established recently?
Yeah,
So from time to time he
lol.
used
They call it
Rizik
so-called
Zakaria,
lol.
Lol state, yeah.
Yes.
Lol state actually. And they have got a problem actually because he's still maintaining himself to be the SPLM chairman in that state also. So this was one thing. The other thing also is the issue that was happened that there is a lot of rumors which were circulated within Juba that Malong has become very powerful and he's about to actually to take power from Kiev. And also due to that informations also, and then they get into the problem with the general call core, and this one was very clear. Even they fight over the TV when they were addressing all the officers from police to the SPLA to the national security in Freedom Hall, and from them they quarreled there, and everybody just gone away to his own office. And then from there, the problem started. So Malong is no longer going, it's mostly with a color core. And then President Kiir take a side with a color core and get convinced, because actually he was accused mobilizing some chief to go out on the streets. And then from there, he can be able to support that the people has went out to the street and they don't want the president, and he can take over until another government can come. So that was the scenario actually, but there is no evidence that can support this thing. But this was whatever was circulated there, and then it happened. He was relieved. When he was relieved, actually, the incident happened. He was in his house. He mobilized his supporters, and then he took some arms. So he was going to northern Barghazal. So along the road, he was stopped by Bor, who was the
Yeah, I
governor
know.
of. Yeah.
Francis, I don't want you to go over that.
Yes.
I know that part actually. But my question is, what does he need? He was a protector of that regime. What does he need? Now he rebel. What is the objectives? What does he need? Okay. Right.
The guy feel actually he feel that the President Kiir betrayed him actually, because he sacrificed a lot for this government to be in Juba right now, and therefore it was unfair for him to be removed from this position. And even Malone, when he was intending to move out from being a chief of staff, he was interested in taking the national security. But Kiir didn't give him that opportunity.
So
And
I
since
understand from
actually he
that.
was.
So Francis, I understand from that point of view. Then because he was removed and he has done so well for Kiir, it protected Kiir, and he came and he stopped the White Army. You know, they are almost about to go to Mangala and all these things to go to Juba and crush the regime. You know, so and he came and he was a rescuer. He became like Yani Gardoon. You know, he was the Gordon. You know, Hamlet Engas. So he came and he saved this government. And now all of a sudden, you see that Kiir moved to Akolkor and ignore him. You know, so basically, Malone want to revenge. Is that what he want to do? That's my understanding. It's revenge because they were friends, and he never thought about rebelling. He never thought about going out the government and all this. So he wanted to revenge. That's what we can understand from that, right?
Yeah, really, his things. Most of the people who rebel actually, you get it's very difficult for you to get the motive actually, because when you look to their statement, if you don't know them, you could believe that whatever they are saying in that statement is true, but that is not true actually.
Yes.
Yeah, see, when you look into all the movement, like for those of Pagan, they didn't say anything about the government, about the corruptions, about the SPLM having an arm. when they were still in the SPLM and when they were still holding their position. By the time that they lost their position, you start people criticizing the government. So for me as a concerned citizen, I wonder what is really going on. Was it a genuine objective, or it's just only because I lost my position that why I'm now talking about the corruption, I'm now talking about the service that has not been delivered, I'm now talking about that the SPLM has failed. But when they were within the SPLM, all of them, including React, whatever, all these people, they never talk about any change that is needed. They never talk about the institution that is need to be built until they were ousted out from their office. So Malone, actually, the way I look at it from my point of view, for him, he attempted several times to join the negotiation table as individual, right? But the IGAD actually, they were not interested in taking an individual persons. So he wrote like 2 letters to the IGAD. The IGAD, they didn't reply to him. So I thought that maybe he made some consultation with some people, and they told him, if for you to get into the peace process, you have to form a movement, or you should have some things. As a group, it's not an individual issue. And that's why actually just before the people that are going for the next round, and that's why he declared to form his movement.
Okay. Well, that's, I can understand point clearly. So we come to conclusion that Malong does not have any agenda, and Malong actually wanted to revenge. Because he was there, like as you made it clear, he was in the SPLM, he was in chief staff, he was a governor, and he never advocated for any changes, for any justice, for any, prosperity of the people of South Sudan. All of a sudden, because he has been removed from the position, now he has sent 2 letters to IGAD, and IGAD actually never responded to him. So he has to form a rebellion so he can get an attention. That's what we do see here. Well, thank you, brother Francis, and I want to get your perspective as well. تأثير المواضيع ده كله إعلان بتاع حركة بتاعه على المفاوضات. وهل all alliances okay إمكانيات قبول مالهم شنو عشان يقبلوا يكون member? Is it just like that? This is my last question, and I will let you go.
You see, the problem is what is not you see, whenever you are in opposition and you want actually to, and there is another opposition who want to join, there is no way that you can deter him away not to join. And I think it is a wise idea that the coalition they have accepted him, because actually if you leave him out, and even if you sign an agreement without Malong, it's likely that agreement is not going to bring any peace, because Malong actually can create a big problem to the people of South Sudan if actually you have an active movement on the ground, like an army and whatever. So for this reason, it's not a good idea to be left out. And even the government also, you see, if you look, if you read the statement that was issued by Michael McQuay, he invited Malong to come to the round table. You know why? Because actually for them, they don't want to face Malong on the battlefield. Because if Malong actually went into the battlefield, it's likely going to destabilize which the region which was to some extent was peaceful. Like Barghazal, there were no active battle which were taking place. But if Malong right now so the positive thing about his rebellions, if the government take it that Malong is a threat to them, this could push them to take the coming round as an active solution, so that they can avoid being in crash with Malong. And this one could be a positive thing if they take it that way. And therefore, this round, they should work hard so that also they can be able to sign the permanent ceasefire, so that they cannot be in a position that to fight Malong in the battle. And Malong also could be a very powerful in the battle, and this one could create some another problem. So this one could be a positive thing. But the bad things which can happen if this round fail, then it's going to be very tough on the government, and it's going to be very tough actually on the people of South Sudan.
Okay. Thank you so much, Brother Francis. Please stick around. I'm going to go ahead and call the other person here requested. I do see Brother Steve and has requested a little early. I'm going to go ahead and bring him. Shukran. Please stick around. Don't go anywhere. I might bring you back, for further analysis. Let me see here, Francis, if you are right there. يا هلا بي ستيفن.
يا
اهلا يا حبيبنا.
يا هلا بيكم كلكم. الله
اهلا
يخليك.
بك من
الله يخليك.
الخرطوم.
انا اول حاجه خليني اشكرك. خليني اشكرك واشكر كل الاخوه المتابعين واللي قدموا ارائهم بصوره متوازنه قبل قليل. يعني I'm happy. انا مبسوط شديد تحديدا انه اليوم برنامج شيق جدا ويتناول نقاط محوريه منها تاثير اعلان حركه ملو وموضوع بتاع الاتهامات بتاعت $5 مليون.
نعم.
نخش في مسألة بتاعت طبعا معروف انه التحالف اللي بيجمع كل المجموعات المعارضة الجنوبية منها المسلحة ومنها السياسية قامت على أساس أن تحقق رغبات الشعب الجنوبي في المقام الأول، باعتبار أنه الوضع في جنوب السودان بالفعل يحتاج إلى توحيد كل الجهود السياسية والعسكرية إن تطلب الأمر، باعتبار أن الخيار العسكري اللي بيستخدمه الحكومة ضد معارضيها والمواطنين ده بيخلي إنه all opposition يعملوا يونيتي ويطلعوا لاحقا بالتحالف. فنحن ملاحظين إنه مالونج منذ بداية بتاعت خروجه من النظام كان واضح، أفكاره أيضا كان واضح، وبيؤكد إنه بخروجه لا يمكن أن يعود مرة أخرى إلى جنوب السودان. كذلك يعني بالفكرة اللي نحن كنا بنشاهده به إنه أنا بفتكر إنه التأثير بتاعته نوعا ما فيه يعني سبب ربكة لجانب بتاعت الحكومة، باعتبار إنه ده ما الشخص يعلن أوبوزيشن اللي هو الجبهة المتحدة لجنوب السودان. ما كانوا متوقعين انه مالونج ممكن يعمل حاجه زي ده في التوقيت ده بالتحديد. فمن الطبيعي جدا انه الاعلام بتاع مالونج تخرج في هذه التوقيت ويكون عنده رد فعل تحديدا، وانه مالونج تعرض لكثير من الضغوطات من جانب جوبا. يعني نحن ملاحظين خروجه من جوبا كان على اطار بعد القرار بتاعت الاقاله من منصبه، ثم عودته من منطقه بتاعت يورون، وثم وضع في الإقامة الجبرية. أعتقد إنه شخصية زي ده إذا لقى فرصة وطلع already هيفعل كل ما لديه من أجل يعني إثبات وجهة نظره وعكس ما يراه تجاه هذه النظام. مالونج شخصية محورية ومهم في الصراع التي دارت منذ بداية الأزمة، ونحن بنلاحظ إنه مالونج يمكن يعني أنا في اعتقادي مالونج الآن شاهد ملك يعني لكل الشعب الجنوبي، باعتبار إنه يملك كثير من القفايا وكثير من الأسرار اللي أدى إلى اتساع رقعة النظام في دولة جنوب السودان، باعتبار أنه هو رئيس هيئة الأركان. هذا معلوم ومعروف طبعا على المستوى الإقليمي وعلى المستوى الدولي. فلذلك أنا بشوف أنه التأثير بتاعه من الناحية بتاعت all opposition is very good، تمام، لأنه في النهاية هو معارض وهيتفق نوعا ما مع المجموعات المعارضة الأخرى. المسألة بتاعت إعلانه ثم الحديث عن إنه هو سلب 5 مليون، أنا طبعا مستغرب أنا من الحتة ده لما يجي تصريح من أتني ويقعتني يقول بأنه الزول أخذ 5 مليون وفات ب 5 مليون. This is big problem ده. يعني ده بيأكد إنه حتى أتني ويك يعني بقى فيه مشكلة بقى هو ما عارف شغل. لكن أنا قاعد أقول شنو؟ إنه أتني ويك ده فتح عيون بتاع جنوبيين، يعني قدر يوصل رسائل إيجابية. ليه؟ كونه إنه ولأول مرة يعترف اعتراف واضح وبالعكس ويكشف الخبائث والجرائم التي لا يمكن أن يغتفر اللي كان بيقوم به الحكومة. فده حاجة كويسة. يعني أنا طبعا من ضمن الناس قاعد أقول يفترض إنه يشكر بدلا من أن يطالب يعني يقدم استقالته. الشخصية المحورية اللي نحن بنطالبه إنه هو يقدم استقالته هو الرئيس سلفا-كير، باعتبار إنه كل الإشكاليات دي كلها قامت على رأسه. أنا متأكد أن إحنا إذا قلنا نرقق في الموضوع ده بنلقاه ما 5 مليون دولار، هي أكثر من ذلك. أنا طبعا بستغرب إنه أتنيويك يجي يقولوا بنوع ما، يعني ما حرف في ذاته ولا مهني كزول إعلامي يجي يصرح تصريح يعني دني وصعب جدا جدا إنه يخضع للتحليل. وده بالفعل أختي تريزا هو تخبط من العيار الثقيل يعني، وكشف. عشان كده أنا قاعد أقول إنه أتني استطاع إنه يفتح
ستيفن
يعني عيون كثير من أبناء الجنوب.
قراءتك لتخبط والوضع الحاصل ده ما بديك انتباه للموضوع الماشي هسه حول الضغوط الامريكيه ومسلم الجواب بطريقه رسميه لحكومه كير انه مثلا يستقيل من الحكومه، لانه مثلا وجود كير ذاته ما بيساعد انه السلام يجي ويجي يستبيل لجنوب السودان. هل يا ترى يعني اتنوغا ما بيكون يعرف انه مثلا دي النهايات الاخيره، فلا بد انه مثلا يطلع عنده؟
طبعا عشان كده انا قاعد اقول الخطوه اللي هو قام بيه ده is very good. يعني بيحتاج لدعمه كمان. انا قاعد اقول نشكره، لانه الكلام اللي قاله ده بيأكد انه هو يعني اللي كان بيحصل في جنوب السودان
نعم
ضد الانسانيه، اضافه لسياسه بتاعت تصفيه الخصوم. والدليل على ذلك هو المبالغ اللي كان بتطلع من البنك المركزي. وانا يعني اقتبس كلام بتاع تنويك لما يقول انه البنك فتح بالليل عشان يجي يشيل 5 مليون دولار. والغرض من ال 5 مليون دولار ده هو تصفيه بيقول عليه منو بلون، اقصد رياك مشار، دكتور رياك مشار. ثم يمشي يقول حاجه.
I hope ستيفن يرجع بسلامة. لأن it look like internet بقى داير يعمل شوية درامات كده you know. ستيفن إن شاء الله كده نشوف نعمل شنو. I will try my best here عشان الخط يقدر يشتغل لستيفن. معليش يا جماعة خليكم معي بس الخط الظاهر ما تمام. So ستيفن حاولت نجيبه عن طريق ماسنجر لكن it look like it's not going through. على العموم أنا I'm gonna go ahead and see who request the next. ويلا نجيب الناس اللي عمل request the next as well here. لو هو قدر يرفع عن طريق التلفون ما مشكلة، يمكن يواصل حديثه. هلو معلش يا ستيفن يعني لأن الشبكة بقى تعبان. ممكن تكمل حديثك عن طريق ممكن سامعنا يا ستيف؟ ممكن تكمل كمل حديثك ما في مشكله.
اوكي. فبالتالي انا داير اقول انه دي الخطوات اللي ادت الى انه المساله بتاعت الاتهام بتاع التنويه ياخذ الجانب ده. طبعا معروف ومن الطبيعي جدا انه اي زول بيطلع والا نموذج كان اللي هو جنرال توماس شيرلو لما طلع اتهم بانه اخذ ملايين الدولارات بنفس المعيار والمستوى، لكن اتهامات الحكومه اللي بلغ في الفتره الجديده اخذ جانب ثاني يمكن يكون اكثر شخصيه من انه يكون شغل سياسي او شغل لتوريط او لادانه شخصيه. طبعا انت لما تكون في النظام الاداره بتاعتك بتكون اقوى لانه انت داخل النظام.
نعم.
لكن الغريب جدا انه الاتهام بعد ما خرج مالون واعلن تكوين البوزيشن بتاعه بقى كمعارض اتهم بعد ذلك. ده شيء طبيعي بيتعرض له اي زول خارج من الحكومه، الا انه الحكومه تناسب انها بالفعل كانت تقوم افعال شنيعه ضد المواطنين الجنوبيين وضد اول اوبوزيشن، يعني ضد المعارضه بصوره عامه. ده الازمه في حد ذاتها، والازمه ده بتتمثل في العمليه بتاعت الفساد المالي والمسائل الاخرى بتاعت ده الناس اللي بيقتلوا الناس شويه ده بياكد انه الحكومه متورطه في مثل هذه الاشياء، بحكم انه انت بتدي زول 5 مليون دولار عشان ينفذوا حاجه ده. انا قاعد اشوف انه الكلام ده ما يدي نوع من التاثير، الاتهامات بتاعت الحكومه اللي بلغ وتوصل 5 مليون.
طيب ستيفن،
تاثير باعتبار انه
ستيفن هسه هل مثلا تمرد مالون ده انت بتشوفه هيكون عنده تاثير لحكومه ولا عمليه السلام ولا ما عنده في نظرك انت؟
طبعا اعلان اي حركه في الوقت الحالي طبعا لابد يكون مبني على اهداف وبرامج يهدف الى انقاذ العمليه السياسيه وحلها لكل المشاكل اللي بتواجه جنوب السودان.
نعم.
انا ما عارف البدائل او البرامج بتاعت الاوبوزيشن بتاع البلوك حتى الان، لانه لم يعلن حتى الان، انا لا اعرف ذلك، ولكن انا متاكد انه اي حركه كنت اكيد بتكون ضد المصالح والحاجات اللي بتوافق مع الراي الجنوبي. صحيح انه مالون اتكلم في اول ميديا قال انه برنامج بتاعت الفساد، محاربه الفساد واقامه العدل لجنوب السودان، طبعا ده عنده اسم شنو ده براوي يعني، لكن لنكن واضحين، هنالك ازمه انسانيه، هنالك مبدا للمحاكمه. الكل يعني نحن بنتكلم انه جنوب السودان ما بعد العمليه بتاعت السلام يكون فوقه محاكم، مبدا بتاعت المحاكمه، يعني الناس اللي تورطوا في جرائم بتاعت القتل والتشريد وجرائم الفساد، نهبوا اموال الشعب الجنوبي، كلهم بيكونوا معرضين لعمليه بتاعت المحاسبه ومبدا القانون، كما فيه نقاش. ده اذا احنا وصلنا لعمليه بتاعت السلام في اديس ابابا. اذا لم نصل الى عمليه بتاعت السلام بكل تاكيد بيكون في عقوبات، برضه حيكونوا معرضين لاجراءات والمطالبه من المحاكم الدوليه والبلاك ليست والناس اللي بيكونوا مستهدفين بصوره واضحه على مستوى الاقليم. الان عندنا الولايات المتحده قايمه بمشروع ضد، وده كله بسبب بتاعت الحكومه. انت ذكرت نقطه مهمه قبل شويه انه الولايات المتحده اكدت ووضحت عبر وسائل رسميه وطلبت من الحكومه على ان تحترم اراده الشعب الجنوبي، وطالبتها بالتنازل ان لم يكن بتنازع السلطه بصوره مباشره، الا انها اشارت لنقاط تتوافق مع اراده الشعب الجنوبي.
نعم.
وده اللي قاعد يسوقه الان التحالف والمجموعات المعارضه. وانا اتمنى انه بالبلوغ اللي بدا ينخمس في المسائل العسكريه كان يبحث الجانب بتاعت الاعتذار للشعب، يوضح للشعب الجنوبي الحاجات والجرائم والحاجات البطاله اللي حصل، وبعد ذلك يطلب الاعتذار من الشعب الجنوبي، ومن ثم
انت الدور على مستوى القاعده الشعبيه، انت بتقدر تحكي للناس لانك انت اعتدتها، لانك انت كنت قاعد داخل الحكومه وانت عارف كل الازمات والمشاكل والحروبات والعمليات تحت الفساد. من المنطق انك تعلن الحجاب ده للشعب الجنوبي عبر خطاب مفتوح للشعب الجنوبي، ومن ثم بعد ذلك تبرمج البرنامج بتاعتك الفجري. فانا متاكد انت لو عملت الكلام ده ما عشان انك انت بتخش، لكن انت قدرت تاكد لكل الناس انك انت بالفعل انت كنت جزء من هذه النظام ومشترك في كل العمليات باعتبار انك وبصفتك. والحاجات اللي حصل ده كله مثلا انا بياخذ اوردر من الرئيس والحاجه ده خطه وبيطلب السماح من الشعب وبيطلب العفو من الشعب. الخط ده لما تعمله انت اوريدي تكون عندك نوع من الارضيه، يعني حتى لو بقى في عمليه محاسبه تتحاسب، ولكنك في المقام الاول ملكت الذين ما كانوا يملكون الحاجه الادنى من تلك المعلومات.
نعم.
ملكتم الحقائق وانت ذاتك بيكون بقيت زول واضح، يعني انت ما كذبت للمجتمع الدولي، ما كذبت للشعب الجنوبي. فمن المهم جدا انه يكون في انطلاق من حيث هذا المنوال، وبعد ذلك يمكن نتكلم عن الاوبوزيشن بتاعه، نتكلم عن امكانيه انه يكون مقبول في التحالف. طبعا انا ما ناطق رسمي اسم التحالف، لكن بقول انه التحالف بتاع الاوبوزيشن اللي موجود الان وقاعد تشارك في المحادثات في اديس ابابا هي ليس يعني لا تعترض من حيث الشكل اي مجموعه تحمل سلاح او مجموعه سياسيه معارضه ضد النظام. هي ما بتعترض عدم قبولها داخل المنظومه.
يا جماعه انتوا قاعدين تسمعوا الصوت؟ قاعدين تسمعوا الصوت؟ انا شايف زي كانوا الناس ما قاعدين يسمعوا الصوت يا ستيفن.
من قبل؟
اوكي نو قاعدين يسمعوا. يا صوت كويس. جو هيد. يا كمل.
اوكي التحالف يقبل من حيث الشكل ومن حيث المبدا اي مجموعه تريد ان تنضم اليها، تحديدا انها تؤمن وتعترف بالنظام الاساسي او البرامج التحالف. نعم، في السؤال المتعلق بامكانيه قبول حركه ملون في التحالف، ده طبعا بيتعلق بالتحالف. التحالف هي التي تعمل التقييم. هنالك اسئله، هنالك يعني اجوبه مرجوعه من بلوم او حركه بتاعت بلوم، وثم الحديث عن كيفيه قبوله في النظام الاساسي والبروفيسور بتاع التحالف، ومن ثم الانطلاق بذلك. احنا ما نطمن نفسنا ولازم نقول حقائق. ما اي زول بيجي بيقول لي انضم معناته خلاص يروح. انا بقول لك يس، احنا ممكن من حيث الشكل احنا متفقين، من حيث المبدا متفقين، لكن انت ما حتجي تنفذ النظام الاساسي اللي يكونه all opposition. انا متاكد ده هو حيكون حجر حصره امام انضمام المجموعه بتاعت ملوغاون بالتحالف. لكن انا بيقول انه السعي نحو عمليه بتاع السلام في دوله جنوب السودان ده مطلب بتاع كل المجموعات المعارضه.
نعم.
الغرض بتنفيذ والبرامج لتنفيذ الاحداث يتطلب طبعا توجيه كل الجهود نحو عمليه سلميه ونحو تلبيه رغبات الشعب الجنوبي المتعلق باعاده السلام والاستقرار لدوله جنوب السودان. وده اللي انا قاعد افتكره من الحاجات اللي ربما يمكن اذا فهموا المجموعات دي كلها، سواء كان مجموعه بتاعت بالون او مجموعات جديده دائره تخرج من جنوب السودان تريد ان تخرج من الحكومه في جنوب السودان تريد ان تنضم للتحالف، ان تعي ذلك، تعي الاهداف، تعي البرنامج، ومن ثم تتقيد ببرنامج التحالف وتنطلق الى الامام. حتى الان اي عمليات عسكريه بالنسبه للتحالف مرفوضه، باعتبار انه هو في عمليه بتاع السلام هو موحى على وثيقه الوقف الطاقنات، وبناء على هذه الاجراءات والخطوات لا يمكن ان تقوم هنالك عمليات عسكريه. التحالف قد تؤمن انه في حاله قيام السبل السلميه او الحكومه رفضت عمليه بتاعت السلام معه، ستستخدم كل الخيارات المتاحه، وإن كانت هذه الخيارات خيارات بتاعت مقاومه مسلحه من اجل الاطاحه بهذه النظام. اعترف الجانب الحكومي، اقصد الجانب المداخل في حركه بتاعت مالونج، لذلك فهو بكل تاكيد سيكون مرحب به التحالف، والتحالف حتى الان لم تتحدث عن الحرب او نقف عمليات عسكريه ضد الحكومه، بل هي تحترم وفق متابعه صيغه اطلاق النار وفق الاعدائيات، وتسعى لعمليه بتاعت المساحه الموجوده، المساحه السلميه والتفاوض مع الجانب الحكومي في اديس ابابا. فبالتالي بهذا القدر نتمنى برضو انه ما يكون في جانب من العمليات ما خير دروسه ولا يتوافق مع برامج او اهداف بتاع التحالف من جانب حركه اللي تم تكوينه ده.
اوكي ستيفن، انا بشكرك كل الشكر ماي براذر فروم كارتوم للمداخله ولكلامك الواضح والارتكليت. سو بليز يا ستيك اراوند. شكرا جدا جدا. نحن بنشكرك لمشاركتك، وكلامك كان كلام مفيد جدا، تحليل موضوعي وتحليل يعني عنده ابعاد يعني جدا جدا. فانا بشكرك يعني، خليك معنا ان شاء الله. اوكي شكرا جزيلا. اوكي ستيفن طبعا تكلم كلام واضح وكلام مفيد جدا جدا، يعني نحن استفدنا من كلام الكثير اللي ستيفن قاله. So let me go ahead here and see who else requested, and then I'll bring you on board as well. خلينا نشوف هنا مين اللي عمل request. Actually, I don't see your request so far. Yes, Charles, I will keep it under 7 minutes, and I hope everybody will do the same. When you come and speak, you need just to do 7 minutes because we have a lot of people, large audience, they want to speak as well. So go ahead and send me your request so I can bring you on board right now.
Basina, biram tebol, Jongkor jibu sipe jibu salamo, salfa kidire salgowi, mafi solbi kabasina, kilina limu idasawa, mafi solbi agarlena.
So if you are not here, I'm gonna go ahead. You look like you are there. I'm calling you right now. Go ahead and answer.
Yeah, brother Jongkor.
اهلا بك يا
What's up يا جنرال كبير؟ جنرال
no,
في
I'm a
جروب
civilian. I'm
المهمين.
not a general, and I will never become a general, you know, because that's not my type.
ما سيادة جنوب السودان طبعا بقى إذا أنت اتمرنت يعني أكون بشكلك بعدين يشيلك برا تكون تتمرن تكون جنرال تكون وزير، تكون وزير مالية ولا وزير خارجية ولا وزير البترول حاجات زي ده.
So نحن ما دين حاجات.
Anyway,
go ahead.
Let me go to topic. I will go first. The topic with America, the United States against South Sudan.
Love, you already gave the message to President Kiir to step aside. Okay.
Well, I will tell you this, my brother. South Sudan is not a Panama. South Sudan is not, an island, in the Pacific Ocean.
Okay.
South Sudan is a nation in the continent of Africa. It is a different continent. It has nothing to do with Americas, whether it's North America or South America. We are in a very different continent.
Yes. America extended its hand
I'm coming to
ago for the peace process.
I'm coming to you.
CPA.
Brother,
don't forget that.
South Sudan is not a Panama. South Sudan is not, a Guantanamo Bay. South Sudan is a nation and is in a different continent. Is in Africa. What give the United States, a power to give a lead to South Sudan to step down? What power does America has on us?
Question.
Can you tell me?
Yes, I can tell you that. Good question. And I like you when you're asking me this question so I can tell you and you can get something new out of this. South Sudan, what give America that opportunity to intervene or say that step down? Okay, South Sudan is the signatory of the international law that was passed here in San Francisco. Let me finish, okay? That all the international community, they have a collective responsibility. If a state fails to protect its own citizen, it is a collective responsibility of international community to intervene and and save the life. So that's the mandate that America used, because America is the body, the part of that international community. So when we become independent nation, actually we sign that we will be abide by all these international norms and laws, and if you violate anything, there will be a consequences. And now, government is killing its own citizen, is jailing its own citizen, okay, and just making citizens to leave the country, and the human right violation abuses. Let me finish. Is deteriorated in the country. So that's what gives the United States of America apprehended, to intervene and say, hey, enough is enough, and it's a time for South Sudanese to live like other rest of the nation. You got my point?
Well, the nation of Libya is now under the hand of terrorists.
No, don't jump. Don't jump.
I'm coming.
Did I give you the answer? Why America is a part of this? Did I give you the answer?
Your answer does not. Your answer does not convince me, because I'm a pure believer in the existence of South Sudan. During the Middle Ages,
South Sudan is signatory of international law.
I'm coming to you. I can answer you. Yeah, I understand.
Answer this. Is South Sudan part of international signatory of international norms? Is South Sudan part of it? When we became a nation, we signed that we are part of this or not?
Well,
give me
I'm coming to you.
Yes,
I'm coming to you. When did we split? We split in 2011.
No.
2 years later, we went into civil war. Yes, South Sudan is a member of the Geneva Convention.
And
there's no doubt about that.
Right, we signed. Right.
Yes, we signed, but it does not give the international community.
It does.
To intervene in South. No, listen. I come to you. It does not give an America or an international community to intervene in a sovereignty country, a nation like South Sudan.
Sovereignty.
Sudanese people.
There is an article.
Sudanese people.
I invite you.
I'm coming to you.
I am inviting you.
Yes.
I am inviting you to go and read that article. And sovereignty fell. Sovereignty built when you are not protecting the citizen, when there is human rights abuses, when there is rape, when there is massive killing. Sovereignty, good in that article. Go and read that article. You have a long background. Study criminal justice. Go and read that article, please.
Jongkor, I want to answer you exactly according to what you are looking for. After the Middle Ages, centuries later, nations' superpower came and go. South Sudan cannot be an exception. South Sudanese people, they came from a very sinister crime committed on humanity by the regimes in Khartoum. We fought, and we are the only nation in the continent that able to defeat the radicalization of Islam. Now, yes, we have the nation, the leadership, and it will not be only a one-man show. The entire party has failed. It has brought us down. We cannot deny that. But does America or does international community has a role, as a power to take the nation of South Sudan down? I say no.
We gotta go.
It has no. Listen, I know, but I want to tell you the exact, because I just want to make sure that every جنوب في كل ركن في هذا العالم لازم يعرف جنوب السودان is a country. جنوب السودان ما واقع في قارة أمريكا الشمالية ولا أمريكا الجنوبية. We are in Africa. South Sudanese government has tried its best to bring peace. Those rebels who have taken the arm to fight the government has been trying to bring peace. But if these rebels, they have signed an agreement with the foreign interests and they're thinking that South Sudan is the new Congo, I will say that is wrong and it will never happen. Okay. The people of South Sudan will ever and always stand with their government until peace comes. If there is no peace, the constitution of our republic will be exercised.
Okay, I got your point now.
Even though there's no agreement with the rest, it doesn't matter. Salva Kiir is the president of the country, and he will be able to take the constitution and use it, and make sure the peace will come in two ways: either through the negotiation, or we're going to use the constitution to punish. Number two, I'm going to the question of Malone. Malone was a member of the government. Yes. He was in the government.
Mm-hmm.
He was hired by the government, and the government has the will and can fire you at will. If the government fire you, there is no way you can question that. Yes, there are a lot of mistakes has been committed against Malone, but it does not give Comrade Malong to rebel against the nation. And if he decide to go, there is no way we can blame him. He has the right to rebel like the rest of the rebels. He will come and negotiate, but I don't see that there is any threat. The reveal of General Malong, Lieutenant General Malong Awan, will not deter or stop the government from taking the action, on the steps to bring peace to the country. We welcome him with a new party. I was very disappointed because General Malong is my good friend. I don't agree with him when it comes to politics, but I support them and I stand with them 100% when it comes to the military to the military expertise. He's a good man. Without General Malong, Salva Kiir wouldn't have survived 2013.
Okay.
He did a good job, but it does not give him a right, to rebel.
You admit it, you make it clear.
It doesn't give him the right, to rebel if he gets fired.
Kiir would have been crushed by White Army. Okay, it wouldn't be overthrown. We all know that, right? So now,
well, the White Army would have arrived to Juba, but they would have been repelled but Malong has done his job. Malong and Garang Mobile, they did excellent work.
And why all of a sudden the protector, the guy that used to sanction, people of Northern Barkazal not to go to Northern Barkazal, he sanctioned and he beat up Bolgai when Bolgai went there, and he has a head of the SPLM party, and they say everything has to go through him. What the hell? All of a sudden he rebelled. What he's looking for? Does he want to revenge?
Well,
or he just looking for a position?
What
it is? Tell me.
I will tell you this. 50 years of war alone is a trauma. So Sudanese people, they have faced the heinous sinister in the history of mankind, the radicalization. And Nasdol, gender do, copycats. Being, aswad fijism, lakin globum you was Khan aswad. They are black, but inside there, what they are thinking, they are the mind of the Arabs, of radical, fundamentalists. So on Nasdol, they came and they able to play with the mind of Haraka Shabi as a man al-Bunarfu, Haraka Shabi al-Maruf. As PLM party has failed to protect its members. Because of that, has a sloop, engagement of the right ideas. Big mushkil to our brother. I think he has decided by himself. There are those who have pushed him because I know this guy is a committed man, a very patriotic man. This guy will die for the interest of South Sudan. But because of the limitation of his political will, that's why in this position. And because why? They want to destroy his military credibility. Yes.
If someone kill ordinary citizen of South Sudan, should you call that guy is fighting for the country, or is a national hero?
Well,
what are you talking about? What are you talking
about? Jongkor, if we go back to the history of Malongawan has done a lot of battles. He fought, he protected us from completely annihilated by Marhalin. Malongawan,
I'm not talking about our fight now with the North. I'm talking about our fight within Junubin when you're killing South Sudan.
We have to give the guy the Tariq. We have to give the guy his credit in the history. And what happened in December 2013, it was not a plan by Malong, it was not a plan by Salva Kiir. It was a pure coup d'etat. A coup d'etat supported by foreign powers.
There was no coup, brother.
They want to turn South Sudan.
You need to understand that
they want to turn South Sudan into a new Congo.
Listen. The head of director of the military intelligence, Mike Paul, he has made it clear, on the court date, when they free the G10, he testified. And yesterday also he came out and said there was no military coup actually. Brother, you are deceiving yourself. You are just, you are laughing to yourself. There was no military coup.
I will say this,
it was a plan.
Jongkor, I was thinking, yesterday I was thinking, I said why. There was in 2 weeks, there is no one, who used to be closer to the government, who used to be the mind, who used to be, the insiders information, came out and speak. I was saying these people, they are trying to, to minimize and manipulate the mind
Agud?
of South Sudanese.
Thank you, my brother. For
My
coming
brother,
in today.
no, I want to say this. No. My brother, he's just telling me. Let me finish my point.
We run out of time.
Jongkor, we can agree. We can agree to disagree. You know.
Of course.
Sometimes I like some of your point, but sometimes I don't agree with you because you know why? We cannot even rebel if we don't get a position in our government because you know why? Millions of our fellow citizens, of our combatants, have fallen on the road to our freedom. They didn't even get a dime. They didn't even see the independence of South Sudan. They are very happy. They knew one day South Sudan will become a country. Of course, the government in power had destroyed us. There's no doubt about that. We cannot deny that. The government in power has done a lot of mistakes, including a statement of the president press secretary. That was a very damaging. You know, the way they did it, they thought that they wanted to destroy the general, but they're destroying the government.
Okay, thank you, brother.
That is a wrong, and that is the weakness of the credibility of our system in the country. But it doesn't mean that the government of South Sudan can live tomorrow. Brother, even the book of Asma is the book of Allah, is the book of Nyali. Election. Period. So Sudan leader will be removed through a process of election, so that that certain party will have an example and a principle and destiny to be achieved for all citizens. One other people who are creating, tribalism, there will be a legislation to criminalize Kulu Gavail, Kulu clan, Kulu sectarians. So South Sudan can belong to all people of South Sudan, regardless of background. May the Almighty God bless the Republic of South Sudan and peace be to all. Thank you.
Thank you, good. Thank you. Despite that, we have disagreement. I respect your point of view, but I want you to learn more. Just go and read that article, please. For the Geneva Convention, what is the role of international community when when a sovereign state fails to protect its own citizens? What is the role of international community? Thank you, my friend. Have a wonderful day. Okay, so let me go ahead here and see who have requested next. Good as usual. I know here, I have a brother here said to me that Paul Malone is innocent, but I will tell my brother Benjamin Garang that if someone give you a knife and you are mature enough and say, go and kill that person, or go and do that, would you do it? And if you do it, are you going to be an innocent before the court of law? You are not, because you were mature enough to do it. Okay, someone give you a knife and go and commit atrocity and kill somebody, and you did it. You cannot say that, oh, I am innocent because somebody tells you to do it. Because you are mature enough and you know what you're doing. So the notion that we are saying, you're saying that Malone was innocent, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. Okay, I'm calling you. May I call? Please answer that call. So it looks like your network is not working. I'm calling you right now, but it's not going through. Sometimes when the network is not good, I'm not going to call you twice, Miyako. What you need to do, you need to log off and then come back. But you need to cancel that first. Cancel that call.
Mr. Jongkor. Yeah, because I've been moving around and sometimes my network is not helping me, so
no problem.
I don't want to disrupt you in your show. يا ربنا يخليك. شكرا لك وكل الحضور. I'm trying to say hi to all your viewers who are enjoying you today.
Correct.
In this hot topics. And that all. I've been around for a little bit, then I went out back to work. I'm in a break right now. So I'm just gonna give you 2 cents of my contribution to this,
Correct.
and I will let you continue to help the other people.
Go ahead.
Very much, as you said, what made Malone make that decision to this time, and you asked about what happened about the $5 million. I think that's a question I heard. So if I'm right or if wrong, correct me.
No.
So before I elaborate. So to me, as a South Sudanese citizen, I believe what Malone decide is right for us, because we are going now to the final round.
Yes.
To the Maharatat Salam, and Malone make a smart move too, because Malone since he went to Nairobi, he been advocating he want to join a peace, he want to be a partner in that peace, but his letter never get accepted. فأنا هم على موافقة
Yeah.
والناس هيرجعوا في قبل 20 هيرجعوا للراوند الأخير.
Yes.
فما ممكن يقسموا الكيك وهو ما قاعد. So he want to be in a table to get his share. So Malonga don't want to be left out. So he created a noise. So now there's a possibility he may join the alliance. Then he will sit in a table. Whatever the share the alliance is gonna get, Malone is gonna get his share. So he did it in smart and his benefit. But for us as South Sudanese, any warring party left out is not good for a peace. So the peace have to be comprehensive. Anybody not happy, instead of doing a peace 50% or do it halfway, دائما العرب بيقولوا الناي دائما برجع الناي. So ما نعمل peace ناي عشان تاني شنو؟ We need to cook it. Peace 2015 ده كان ناي في حاجات كان فيه ناي ده we are now in war. So for Malong to be a part of the peace process and to own a signature on this, I believe is good for all of us. Is a good. Number two, Malong is being a part of the problem too. So for him to sit and be a part of the solution is good for South Sudanese. So to me, the people who don't want Malong to sit there, even the people who have a peaceful opposition like Suzanne Jambo and others, if they can sit in a table, I like them to be there because we need this to be comprehensive. So when we walk from there, nobody will say, when ABC signed this, I wasn't there. Everybody have to be part of this. So the move Malong did have two elements. One, he trying to bring himself to the table, and that whatever the South Sudanese opposition do, or every South Sudanese politician, it's not Malong. Everybody lost his job. He always want to rebel to get back. So why Malong is different? Why we met? All of them, they lost their seat, and now they're fighting to get his seat. So Malong will fight to get his seat back, like other people. So this is a culture we have. So if we try to say it's wrong for Malong, we're supposed to say it's wrong for everybody. If what Malong doing right is right for everybody. So people now who saying in Addis, there was a minister yesterday. There was a leader.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Not long ago.
I'm saying that at the moment, because the moment is very critical moment, right? People all of a sudden are going to talk and they are going to start, finalizing thing, and then all of a sudden, something happened. That's my point here.
It's good. If he did it after the peace was signed, I would say is wrong. But now we never finalize the peace, so call him and sit him down and ask him, because there is a lot of things he was saying about corruption and the system. And he was a part of that corruption. It's good for him to go tell us how we tackle corruption, because he was one of them. As Tenuak said, he go and take the money at night and open the bank. And he's in his statement, his spokesman he was speaking, he said Malong want to fight corruption. So it's good for him to come and sit down and see what kind of corruption he's fighting for to stop. Because if you open a people bank of the nation and at night and take money, and tomorrow and you say what a corruption, I want to ask him that question. What kind of corruption? And what can you do? The bank won't be open at night next time. So these things, I believe, is good. To be honest, if we did it after we signed the peace, it would be wrong. But anybody now want to be a part of this, and want to sit down, because when we sign a peace, everybody have to be on it, and everybody whoever gonna say anything against it, you own it, and you know what in it, and you sign for it. So I believe Malong wanted to get attention because he didn't write in a peaceful way. He wrote a couple letters to the IGAD and nobody give him attention. Now, and I believe he got advice too from our alliance. Hey, do this, or maybe because they're politicians, they hanging out, seeing a picture, they're drinking together, so they're advising themselves. So very much he did the right thing, and to me it's the right thing to do. Number two, for Malong to be opposition is good for South Sudanese citizens to know what's going on because al harami al nyano ikhtalafu bas haram masruq atenwag ma hay warini kan fa 5 million gal fi bank idha Malong ma tala. I like that. It's good for me and good for you as citizen. For them to have differences, for us to know. When Kirmayar was say, I protect Riek Machar and I give him my private army, and Atenuak tomorrow say, we give Malong 5 million to go kill Riek Machar. Now we know what was behind. Because the man was, yes. So now if they go to court, their statement going to judge them. It's not what I thought about them, what you thought about them. Because if the president asked somebody to get killed and paying somebody without a legal process, this against the Constitution. The president broke the Constitution. Even in America now, you cannot kill American citizen, even when they do droning around the world. You cannot kill American citizen without a warrant, proper paper from the court. Yeah. Did the president want to get a proper paper from the court to go and chase Riek Machar, or just bribe somebody with millions, like his Secretary of State, and go and kill that person without even knowing what his guilt? This is a broken constitution. Yes. And if we have to protect the constitution, the president broke it. So I like it. It's good for you. It's good for me. It's good for citizen to know ma khafa. There are a lot of coming. So Malong being in a sideline and going to join a opposition, he may strengthen the process of the peace because he know inside if the delegation come and try to manipulate things, Malong say, no, I was there. I was another camp other day when we say this, and our intention was not this. It was intention of this. When we say let the opposition come to Juba, our intention, it wasn't peace. We were trying to come and so he's good, you know. And if I remember 2002 when Garang brought Riek Machar back to our table when we negotiation with the North, he helped us. Because Riek Machar will become advocating for things he saw in that side and bring it back to this side. So overall, the person who get nervous is the government. But the South Sudanese people, they are nothing to be nervous about. But to go back for the 5 million you said is a shame for Atenuak to come and say why when Malong took that 5 million, next day in the morning, why he didn't be taken to the court? Yeah. That means you know what's going on and you agree with it. If somebody broke to my house and took something without my knowledge, next day what I'm doing, I have a case against him, I will go into court. So next day in the morning, when Malong took that money by force, and Malong don't have authority from president, why Malong was not taken to the court and punished at that time? Why you want to bring it now in this time to say, okay, Mubarak and harami. So you protect him, and he was doing your interests. And Atenuaga, I thought he was a lawyer, but I think he implicated the president so bad. Because the president, seen day one, he was saying, I protect Riek Machar. Riek Machar came for the coup, and I protect him, and I did ABC for him to the peace. So now what Atenuaga said, that means the war we are in right now is created by president. And it's not my word, it's what Atenuaga was saying. And so that's my 2 cents to this issue. But this thing, I think, is going in the right direction. Let's everybody, peaceful opposition, armed opposition, let them all come to the table. Let's fix this for overall. And I think a Saratan bigger, too much is better now to contain because I don't think any Amalia become too every day. The news are bad. But
they keep growing everywhere.
So if you have any question to ask me,
the tumor is keep growing.
Yeah,
everywhere.
it's getting worse.
Yes.
It's getting worse. It's what it was, but getting worse.
My brother,
but if you have a question, tell me, and maybe I will join my break.
Yeah, I don't think I have any other question for you, my brother. So of course, yesterday I posted that the United States have asked President Kiir to step aside, but some people did not believe it. But here, like I said a little early in my introduction, United States is the country of institution. They go through institution. President doesn't come here, but on the air and say, hey, we decided yesterday Mr. A can do B thing. No, So that's my last thing here. What
Yeah.
you want to elaborate?
Yeah, what this I believe if I'm the one told you that time Jongkor
Yes.
I couldn't I'm the one who asked you that question.
Yes.
Because why is it? Because sometimes some people sometimes they can post things they don't have
في ناس قالوا لي يا اخي عشان ابليس في جنه وما ادراك ما ذلك.
yeah.
It will not be good for me
Well,
too, because I have a lot of people here watching me to go and tell them, hey, this is what's gonna happen. I have to protect my integrity as well.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, I'm not gonna question you because you're a grown man and you have to be accountable for what you say. If it tend to be true, you will prove us wrong. But in this country, the role of time was set for a female fact. It doesn't have to be present to see it. Malafta Sudan. أظن مسؤول del المساعد تاع وزير الخارجية للشؤون الأفريقية.
Of course.
And plus Nikki Haley. So those people, they've been, I never even see Trump paying attention too much to our case, but there are people who handle it.
Yes.
And they brief the president base, maybe he get it on his briefly intelligent report he get in the morning.
Yes.
Because when America describes Sudan is a American national problem.
Yes.
So then maybe is included on his brief every morning, but he never weigh heavily to take it as a serious thing. But there are some people who are working on it. And those people, they may come to the decision, this is what the move we're going to do. And I believe he just going to sign it and go. But you're never going to see him coming and talking
in the public.
Because the guy even don't know who's our president. So he knows the guy, he always talk about big things. He don't want to talk about small things. When you see he's talking about things, he want to talk about the guy with a big button and the guy with a big, so he's not going to talk about the guy can even feed his people. So I don't think he will give it to the little people to take care of it. So the Mamarawa Salomon, when Nikki Haley went it was a job to visit the president. So the president, we thought maybe he would bring somebody tall and big like John Kerry used to come and visit him. So in a day he say, Jabile Mara, come on India. So he thought maybe, so this is the joke people were saying.
Yeah.
But this file is handled by a secretary,
Exactly.
They're the one who doing this, plus the ambassadors in the regions, and we have envoys to the IGAD from America, and members of America in the Troika. Those people who handle these files. So maybe if they came to that recommendation and it's become true, so the day will tell. And it wasn't, so nothing to bargain about. But to me, I don't want Kir Mayari to be threatened too, because when he's been threatened, it's gonna be hard. Because now you see Bashar al-Assad when he didn't have a way out. Now people will die. So I want to give him a package to what he done in the past. Give him a package to save life.
Correct.
Let him save what he got and let him go and live in exile. I believe that's the best way for South Sudanese people. But if you try to take him by force and it's going to take more life. And we see in other countries, the people now who facing like Bashir now, because he will want it to international court, that's why he hanging to the power. Even now, he can even move, but that's the only way he can protect himself.
Yes.
So if America want to let Kir Mayari go, I believe let's do it in peaceful way, give him a package, let him exit, let one of his big deputy, Waniga or Taban handle the country for interim period, and we'll go from it. That will be the best way out. But we try to force him by force, he's gonna fight back. And the fighting back, innocent people more will lose their life. So this is what I can say very much. I salute everybody show up. You got 100 people now showing you. So wow, it's a lot of people. And I believe a lot of people are waiting to
come in to
put their 2 cents. And I put more. Sorry, I didn't come through many times because I was almost in the move. So maybe my network sometimes not helping me. So God bless South Sudan. Bless all of you. And let's peace prevail. And let us tackle all this issue in a peaceful manner.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, brother.
Thank you so much, brother Mabior. Yes, you're right. You said it. إذا اختلف اللصوص ظهر المسروق. هكذا هو الكلام بتاع اليوم. So thank you so much, and stick around. If you wanted to jump in, you are to request, and we'll bring you on.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to work.
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and see who requested, and then bring them in. So, yep, the list is so big, and then so let me go for Mr. Ibu.
Hello, Comrade Jongkor.
Ahlan wa sahlan ya Charles. Welcome on board. Welcome to Concerned Citizen of South Sudan. How are you?
I'm good, and thank you, Comrade Jongkor. It's not South. It's our organization called South Sudan Concerned Citizens. Don't matter Nyakamukaman.
What?
You know,
what
you have to be very
about?
clear on this, and I have to make you clear. Yes.
What is that?
Our organization is called South Sudan Concerned Citizens. Founded in 2007. Just for clarification, point of clarification, so that the viewers can understand.
What are you talking about?
Yes. So you need to look for a good name. I'm not talking because
Why
you're
do you
saying
have
that the
to worry about
organization
name?
US is
Why do you have
named
to worry about
South Sudan
my
Concern.
show name? Are you out of your mind, Charles? Just go
Yeah,
go straight to the talk, please.
Jongkor. No. I just want to correct you because I'm not gonna say you are Jongkor. My name is Jongkor. My name is Charles. So you cannot name another person's name. No. South Sudan cannot be Sudan. That's why they put South. Okay?
I don't know.
Unless if you want consensus something, you need to tune it somewhere. Okay?
Do you know that we are
Thank you, viewers.
Do you know that
And
we are
thank you again.
Do you know that we are registered to Concerned Citizen of South Sudan? Do you know that it's registered?
When did you register it?
Long time ago.
When?
It was registered in 2015.
When? Be honest.
Yeah. You know that Concerned
Don't
take our
South Sudan
discussion.
Concerned Citizens.
Listen, are you coming to talk to make point, or are you coming just to dispute the name that we have for the show? Answer question, yes or no. Are you coming to dispute, or are you coming to talk?
No. I'm coming for the topic.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm coming to talk also to correct you.
No, you cannot correct me.
That's why I say
it's
to correct you. South Sudan was formed.
If you don't even say, get out here. Because you're just going to waste the time. I know you're coming for distraction. You are not coming for talk, actually. You know? So I really, really feel sorry. That's a bad way of, you know, of coming to the show and just distract somebody. You know, Charles doesn't have anything to talk about, actually. And that's why he's coming to attack the Concerned Citizen show. That's so bad, Charles. You know, you need to find something else to talk about. Let me go ahead and see who else wanted to talk. Oh my God. Okay, Miyakol, I'm calling you right now. Go ahead and answer that. Yeah, that's a distraction, actually. We don't have time. Hello, welcome, brother.
Thank you very much. Actually, I have seen the topic.
Welcome to Concerned Citizen.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. First of all, I want to thank you for. First of all, I want to thank God who give us this opportunity. You know, even to come and talk and discuss about our issues. The one who gave his life away so we could have eternal life. That's a very great love to us.
Yes.
And that love, we are sharing it among ourselves because everything is the beginning and is the end. And I want to thank you for inviting me for your show. And I want to thank the viewers who are watching wherever they are at. And the topic is really a very good topic.
Correct.
I read it. To me, I said it so many times that whatever happens to you, you are the one who is allowing it to happen. Our
Go
country.
ahead, brother. Don't worry about those.
No, I'm really very, sometimes I have to be kind of emotional and at the same time, trying to be reasonable. When you go back to, when you talk to my brother Agwet,
yes,
what is actually destroying our country is people, they don't want to say the truth and they don't want to accept it. If I go back when Agwet was rejecting that, why America should have decided that President Salva Kiir have to step aside. I think he got, when you said international community, I think he wanted to hear the word United Nations. Because America is a part of United Nations, and that is America proposal, and that is America can go to United Nations and propose that, and a United Nations can go and vote for it, and tomorrow Salva Kiir can step aside. You
correct.
See, because when you are a member of United Nations, you have to abide by the law that United Nations, and you sign.
Exactly.
You sign the agreement. That's where I agree with you, and I'm trying to say, my brother, what I know, and sometimes that what sometimes is making me confused. Why are you supporting the government? What is the government is doing and offering and delivering to the people? Is it emotional? Is it tribal? Is it nepotism? Is it nationalism? I want the people who are trying to support the government blindly, trying to go and find themselves why they are supporting.
Marora, I'll call you one request. I'm not favoring people. I'm not favoring anyone. I call everybody, actually. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You see, that's where I agree with you that America has a right to say that. But my disappointment sometimes, even my brother Agwad, when he insulted the people of South Sudan, actually, I want him to withdraw that insult. I want him to withdraw it. He should not, insult the people of South Sudan. And also, when it comes to America, regardless that America is a member of United Nations or international community, you have to understand that if you go back to 2003, the strategy, SPLM strategy, for war to peace transition. You see, America and Norway, they pay a lot of money to facilitate, and they have, if you go back to the SPLM strategy, war to transition, war to peace. Actually, America is the one established what called South Sudan today. America
Correct.
and Norway, and that's what I have to thank America. They put a lot of money into making
billion.
South Sudan to become a country.
$11 billion would be $11 billion.
They established that program in a new Sudan in Kaboita, and they built something called 10 City. You see, trying to show that how South Sudan, that's a process that to make South Sudan, that's the clear vision for South Sudan to become a country today. So we would not deny that America is the midwife of South Sudan. Yes, but sometimes in midwife, when they become actually, very mad about the mother, they would not say that, we have to take the child back into the mother's womb, but, they can say, we can take the child away from the mother. So mother can be taken care of. That's what America is doing right now. But my disappointment is this, that why South Sudanese people, they waited this too long to the point where America have to speak on their behalf. That's where we can speak. ليه دائما انه نحن ننتظر المفروض حقنا دائما ليه نحن ننتظر انه زول تاني يمشي يشوف ان احنا محتاجين لشنو قبل ما نحن نشوفه.
Sure.
You see؟ وده حتى انا جاي نتكلم فوقه لما نجي كمان في موضوع بتاع ملونغ اون. يعني
Yeah.
موضوع تعملون أول إنه I will say that it should have speed up the peace revitalization agreement or peace agreement. ليه؟ لأنه في حاجة ظهرت ما عشان سلفكير براو كلام ده أنا قلته كثير يا أخواننا، قلت إنه الحركة الشعبية دي ما حركة شعبية، دي حركة شيطانية to be honest with you. والكلام ده يعني ظهر، يعني مكتوب في كتاب المقدس قال شنو the kingdom that divided into itself will fall. SPLM is a failed party. My brother Jongkor, you are a witness to the SPLM members كلهم leadership بتاع the SPLM. I feel sorry about the people who were subordinate of the SPLM اللي هم عساكر اللي هم اللي حاربوا، هم الناس الضحايا اللي ماتوا. يا my brother Jongkor، انت لو لاحظت في الاسبوع الماضي I was really very disappointed in general secretary of the SPLM when he admitted it that we lost vision and they were fighting within the SPLM, not fighting for how the service can be delivered to the people, but SPLM itself. كانوا general secretary بيجي زول تاع SPLM والرئيس بتاعت الحركة الشعبية دار شركات تكون شركة بتاعته، ما دار SPLM زاد يكون له شركات، دار شركات تكون بتاعته، صح ولا ما صح؟
يا SPLM دار يكون له شركات.
ده بدل على إنه أيوة والرئيس دار يكون له شركات بتاعته.
الخاص.
ما دار SPLM زاد عشان يكون له شركات. أيوة دار يكون بتاعته. يا اخوانا this is the government of dictatorship. اي حكومه بتاع dictatorship يعني في شارلي شابلن قال شنو؟ قال dictators they don't liberate people, they liberate themselves. SPLM has blindfold and has actually prolonged the suffering, and they cause the suffering of the people of South Sudan for too long. But the people of South Sudan actually they are allowing this to happen to them. عشان كده انه الحكومه ما في حكومه في جنوب السودان في اصابات ما عندهم شعور للشعب بتاع جنوب السودان. عشان كده انه كان انتوا يا شعب جنوب السودان ليه تنتظروا تيجي تحتجوا انه امريكا تقول انه الرئيس لازم ينزل؟ انتوا يا المفروض كان تقولوا كلام ده قبل امريكا، انتوا المفروض تضموا صوتكم لامريكا بدل ما انه تحتجوا لامريكا. في موضوع ان احنا خلاص عرفنا وشوف الاستراتيجيه بتاعت SPLM.
مياكل مع America, as I say many times, America will not just go unless the citizens are concerned. Unless citizens are concerned and they have seen something. They have seen that for a long time. And South Sudan citizens, they decided to remain silent for this long. But all of a sudden now, the last couple of years, South Sudanese, they start speaking up. They start speaking up and they raise their concern beyond. And that's why it triggered all these things, because if I wanted to help somebody, I cannot just go there without, them extending their hand. They need help. And that's what happened,
Right.
Go ahead.
في موضوع تمرد بتاع مالون وانا سمعنا يعني اتين كلام اللي قالوا الاسبوع اللي فات. Actually, I had knowledge about this, but I did not want to speak about it until I see the solid evidence. You see? فالحصل في تمرد بتاع مالون عون واتين وقاتين شفتوا اتين وقاتين كلام اللي قالوا ده ما بنلومه لانه اتين وقاتين cannot speak without approval from the government itself.
Correct.
لكن كلام بتاع انه يا جماعه ان احنا كده ننظر لورا انه يا جماعه انه الوار اللي حصل ده كله who is the cause of the war. كلام انا قاعد اقول كل يوم قاعد اقول يا جماعه دكتور ريك مشاري is an answer of crisis of 2013 2016. Now it has been approved by the government itself. انه government دفع قروش عشان يمشي يقتلوا زول ده وزول ده دكتور ريك مشاري is fighting for the strategy of the SPLM that was signed in 2013, how to establish and to have a country, how country can transit from the war time to the peace time. So he want to establish the system. You see? لكن جنوبيين ما شايفين الكلام ده عشان كده سنازل كلهم بين ناس ملون كلهم ما مش انضموا في الحركه الشعبيه. انا بس اختلاف بتاعي مع ملون اول هنا all this الفسائل المعارضه ليه ما دارين ينضموا لدكتور ريك مشاري؟ هدفهم لا شنو؟ لانه ناس الحركه الشعبيه هم يعني زول الوحيد اللي كان عينه فاتح. The first one who have objected and have actually opposed the dictator in South Sudan was Dr. Riek Machar, and Dr. Riek Machar has a system السلام ده مضاو. الليله ملونغ اول لو طلع وقال ما داري ينضم لدكتور ريك مشار، طيب اهدافهم شنو؟ هم what they want. Malongawan, when he rebelled after he was actually removed from his position. You see, the same thing President Kiir have done it in 2004 about the position. Lakin Dr. Riek Machar, when he rebelled, he did not even rebel. He was opposing, and he was almost killed because he won't reform in the country. فأنا بقول إنه كله تحالف عشان نحن نوقف عشان كده قلت شنو إنه the rebellion of Malongawan should expedite and speed up the peace process عشان نقدر نوقف أي زول تاني حركة شعبية إنه كله دقيقة ماشي في غابة. أنا ده إنه نخلي الكانتري ده يكون كانتري بتاع مؤسسات وسيستم. الليلة ما ممكن أمبارح ده أنت أمبارح في حكومة لما نطلعوك من حكومة أنت جاري ما تشيل الحرب. معناه ده بقى process أنا ده SPLM. Let me go back to Dr. Riek Machar. When he predicted it, Dr. Riek Machar said that South Sudan is actually been brutalized by the trauma, war trauma. Nas and SPLM, they are traumatized. Then Nas ما بيعرفوا إلا حاجتين بس يا يقتلوا يا يأكلوا بس. لكن in the end of the day, إنه South Sudanese people are suffering and we are allowing this to happen. كده أنا بقول إنه يا جماعة أنا بقول رسالة بتاعتي للناس. إنه نحن لو ما rally behind a system Dr. Riek Machar ده مش يجيبوا ده أسده كله هي حاجة prove it. إنه Dr. Riek Machar is an innocent. If it is an innocent, let us rally behind that peace agreement. أي زول بعمل support لناس Malongawan ولناس بتاعه and they are not joining the movement of Dr. Riek Machar, actually they are criminals because they want to run away from justice and accountability. لأنه دارين يبوظوا السلام ده. هم لو سي فعلا جارين عشان انه سي فعلا اتضح على انه حكومه بتاع جوبا دي حكومه ما صالحه اذا انضموا ورا ريك مشار لانه العالم كله هسه اثبت انه دكتور ريك مشار is an innocent person to the point where رئيس الاتحاد الافريقي اللي هم كان مشوا قبل كم يوم اللي قالوا لازم دكتور ريك مشار يسجنوا مشى لدكتور ريك مشار في بيته. Let me from here also let me congratulate دكتور ريك مشار تاني انه this man is a very wise man. ده زول بتاع ربنا اللي حاجتين يوم داك لما نادو في يوغندا قال في يوريفيكيشن بتاع SPLM معناه زول كان ماشيين يقتلوه معناه $5 مليون ده كان شغال تاني لكن ربنا قال له لا ما تمشي. ده واحد. نمرة اثنين ده ناس قبل كم يوم قال له you will be released but you cannot go any country. ده actually was a set up لانه ليه دارين يقتلوه لانه ليه أسر محلو قاعد فوق ده تحت حماية بتاع الحكومة لكن they want to release him ويكون براو on his own he can be killed. معناته ان احنا دايرين كونغرادي دكتور ريك مشار يقول لك غرنيا كونيا ربنا معك ودائما the truth has revealed itself انه يا جماعه احنا جنوبيين let us rally خلينا كلنا to support the peace agreement بتاع دكتور ريك بتاع 2015 دكتور ريك مشار and سلفا كير ميادين has signed it لانه ده فيه justice and accountability فيه democracy فيه اي حاجه اننا دايرينه. لو ما عملنا كلام ده نازل اصلا ده الناس اصلا ما دارين سيستم في جنوب السودان. Other than that we will be spinning our wheels and there will not be a country and people will die and that's what Juba wants. عشان كده الناس اللي بيطلعوا من جوبا متمردين if they don't join the movement of the SPLM ما هيكون في جنوب السودان. Let me give you an example of that. You see when they were in the movement. Now,
if everybody fighting for the same cause, is it necessary to join to one organization or as long as they're fighting for one cause, I don't see any problem. Is it there any problem?
Okay. There's a problem. You and I, we have a one thief. A one thief or a one problem. And we go to the court, both of us cannot be talking. We have to point only one person to speak on behalf of us. عشان صوت يكون واحد. لكن otherwise a judge cannot listen to everybody. And it's the same cause. Why not to become one body?
Well, judge will listen to all.
One body, but we could.
Judge will listen to your side of the story, and will listen to my side.
One at a time.
And then it will make Then it will make a.
One at a time.
Okay, go ahead.
One at a time. One at a time. Do you know what is United Nations? United Nations actually is residents of all the countries. لكن بيكون في one person لما نجي نتكلم أو one share. الحركه الشعبيه زمان لما ناس عمر لما ناس صادق المهدي وناس احمد المرغني وناس كل جماعه ديل لما كل الناس لما جاي ينضموا بين ناس جوردون كونغ لما جاي ينضموا بقى الليله في حاجه اسمه CPA. even دكتور ريك مشار when he came back to the SPLM لما طلع كان ما في لكن لما جاء راجع بقى في SPLM. فالناس ديل كلهم لحد يوم الليله الناس قاعدين بيتكلموا بيتمردوا كان ناس ملونغا وكان ناس منو ديل كلهم قاعدين بيتمردوا كويس معك. ليه الليله ما حاجه كده solid. are still going machine ورا another peace revitalization. معناها peace أصلا was there. peace أصلا was there. المفروض طيب يا ناس كلنا يا هنادي أنا أصلا مع معارض، أنا معارض الحكومة، أنت معارض الحكومة، كلنا معارض، يعني كلنا نمشوا وكل ما نمشي هناك ويقول لازم نحن يعني لازم peace يعملوا delay. ليه ما نمشي ورا document الواحد ده؟ ما ده document الواحد ده خلاص revitalize. We all know government is not good. If you want to join the movement, join the movement. انت ما تقدر join the movement اقعد برا زي ما ياكل رب دودي واتكلم وعايد انه لازم البيس يجي، انه ريق مشاريع يرجع ببيس بتاعه ده وخلاص يكون في كانتري. لكن لما نمشي هناك خلاص انا اقول بكره ده اكل ريبيل، بكره انا ما ياكل رب دودي ده انا ما عندي ناس، انا بكره ده اكل ريبيل اقول انا ريبيل خلاص ثاني يعملوا ديلي، بكره زول ثاني يعمل ديلي، ده بياخذنا حاجه بتاعت 1000 maybe 1 million years. لكن if this peace agreement الناس كلها عملوا فيه agreement والناس كله يكون صوت واحد يمشي مش كده. Let us not يعني to confuse our people. Peace agreement is already been signed. We already know إذا ده سلفة معروف إنه هناك justice and accountability إن إحنا دايرين قاعد في peace agreement بتاع 2015. ناس حركة شعبية ده ناس مجرمين، زول الوحيد اللي قدر لهم وهم خايفين منه ده دكتور ريك مشار، ده عشان كده دايرين يتخلصوا منه. لأن دكتور ريك مشار كشفهم على إنه ناس خطيرين جدا. عشان كده خدت justice and accountability.
Okay.
That's why they want to get rid of him.
Yeah, wrap it up, Miyakol, عشان في ناس كتير.
I'm wrap it up this. I'm wrapping it this way. يعني نشكر ربنا أول حاجة إنه ربنا ظهر يعني كل شيء الحقائق إنه صار فعلا إنه الحكومة بتاع جوبا ده دي حكومة خطيرة جدا ما لمصلحة المواطن، وما بنقول حكومة بس بنقول الحركة الشعبية كويس ما الحزب الحاكم ده كله. الحقائق طلعت حقنا مومجا ورانا إنه هم فشلوا وهم لسه مستمرين ويا هم يا لسه بيتمردوا ناس جيتي لسه قاعدين في حكومة. لكن أنا بقول إنه يا جماعة كشعب جنوب السودان عشان جنوب السودان يكون دولة مطمئنه لازم البيس اجريمنت ده اي زول بيتمرد وما انضم لحركه للبيس اجريمنت ده الزول ده باعتباره مجرم خليه بيس يمشي لقدام. يا نحن نعيد هنا ده ذاته ممكن نطلع حكومه ده بانترناشونال كوميونتي ويلا بعد كده الناس بنودين في المحاسبه. فانا بقول لكم خلي صوتنا يكون واحد ورا بيس اجريمنت. خلوا كلام بتاعكم بتاع الكراهيه ده قال ريق مشار، ده ما ريق مشار. We are not fighting for ريق مشار. We are fighting for the document that he have signed. That document can bring everybody to the justice. And that's what I'm talking about. فداير اشكرك يا اخوي جونكور وداير اشكر كل جماعه القاعدين والحمد لله ربنا وضح لنا انه ناس الحركه الشعبيه ديل الناس يعني ديل الناس ما ممكن نثق فوقهم خالص. وكلام بتاعي كل يوم قاعد نقوله is coming to come بقى في محل بتاعه انه هذه الحركه هي حركه شيطانيه بحته. يعني نحن ما بودينا لقدام فنحن let us work together as a people of South Sudan نتواحد ورا البيزا ونطلع الحركه الشعبيه ويكون عندنا دوله مستقره. والسلام عليكم ورحمه الله.
شكرا brother Miyakol for your perspective. ما في مشكلة stick around. لو أنت داير تضيف أي حاجة تاني مرة جاي ممكن كأنك نجيبها كمان. شكرا brother. أنا بشكرك كل الشكر. Let me go ahead and see. So Tongjang, I have Atilio actually want to go back to work. If you don't mind, I'm gonna go ahead and bring Atilio, and then I'm gonna bring you after that. You know, because هو إرجع شغل هو شغال. Let me see here. Atilio, it looked like you did not request. And even Tongjang did not request because I cannot call you without requesting. Atilio, please go ahead and request so I can give you a call. Yeah. So go ahead and request, please. Atilio is not, I don't see you requesting here. Just go ahead and request. Okay. That makes sense now.